Hi, Jens here. Thank you for all the feedback on the Improving Processes video from last week. I'm now back with a fresh cup of coffee, and here is the second video in the Digital Transformation and Digital Toolbox series.
Video 2, a business and its parts. Before we start a journey to look at how we can improve different business processes with digital tools, it would be good if we can simplify a business and its different process parts a bit. So for example, we have the sales funnel and we have the production or the sourcing and distribution. We have the financial parts of a company which just need to work, and we have those ad hoc processes like recruitment from video 1, which will take place not so often, but when they do, it's important to get them absolutely right. Added to this, we have logistics, purchasing, communication, travel, compliance, marketing, mergers and acquisition, etc. Communication is an important part because when you start to implement different digital tools in your organization, it's important that everybody is on board and that you provide good training for everybody who is in the company. There is a difference between startups and traditional companies. We'll come back to that in a later video. So let's see what a simplified process could look like. Let's take the sales funnel first. There are many different ways to represent a sales funnel and the different steps. Inquiry received all the way to selling the project. Or we have initial contacts and at the end we sold something. So what are our goals in regards to our sales funnel? Should they look like the one above? The main goal for the sales funnel, of course, is to have more potential clients to approach you, and you want to add on sales to as many projects as possible. You also like to have less churn, meaning that as many clients as possible stay on to get additional services or continue the existing project. You also want to have a wider funnel, meaning that you don't want to lose anything between inquiry and acceptance. The less you can lose per step, the better. But if you need to lose something, then try to lose them as early as possible, because bad news early is good news, because then you haven't spent time on that particular inquiry. You also like to make the sales funnel shorter and more efficient, meaning that the time from inquiry to acceptance should be as fast as possible. And also here, different tools can help us. We have CRM systems, but we also have tools like SharePoint, when we can have templates for proposals, so that when an inquiry comes in, we can quickly execute and send it out. The quicker we reply to an inquiry, the more likely it is that the client will accept, because it's still top of mind. So ideally, a sales funnel could look more like a pipe instead of a funnel. This would be a really nice funnel. Potential clients at the top and no churn at the bottom, meaning that all clients stay on board and we can do add-on sales. And if we look at what is available for companies to manage sales processes, and you know I like processes, we could get very close to a straight funnel like this, because by utilizing the information, the data we get from our CRM system and our client interaction, we can figure out which clients will be most likely to accept a certain proposal, and we also know how to quickly, with templates, for example in SharePoint, send proposals to clients that inquire for our services. The quicker we can do it, the better. The less we can lose along the way, the better. So if we can get a pipe instead of a funnel, that will be great. So let's simplify a business and its different process parts a bit. Here is a suggested model of a company and its processes. We have sales, production. From production, we have purchasing and outsourcing of either products or services. We have logistics. We have administration, which is critical for the company to work smoothly. We have recruitment as an example of an ad hoc service, probably taken care of by the administration part to find new staff. We have communication of different sorts, internal communication and external communication. We have happy customers. That's our goal. Added to this, we have our KPIs. For every company, it's important to set up the KPIs, the key performance indicators, that indicates if we're doing well or not so well. Then we can fine-tune our processes to make sure that we fulfill these KPIs. And as we go forward, we can add more KPIs, because a lot of these digital tools allow us to see the speed of a sales going through a pipeline. And sales, of course, works very well when we have happy customers. My question to you is, does this simplified model of a company work for you? The goal is to make sure that we have a simple model that we all agree on, that this could be what a company looks like, so that we then can take further steps to look at what digital tools are good at what part. And the reason we do this is that unfortunately something can happen in the best of organizations. We have a company here that is running smoothly and sales goes up. And what could happen if sales goes up suddenly? We get bottlenecks in production. We don't have time to produce the documents or the products in the speed of where sales is going. And when we get a bottleneck in production, we can also get a bottleneck in logistics. So we decide to recruit somebody, and suddenly that now becomes another bottleneck. How do we recruit people with the same people that's running the day-to-day administration, which is now sending out more invoices because we have increased sales? So suddenly we have okay customers rather than happy customers. And when that happens, our KPIs might start to fall. We have increased sales, that's great, but we also have increased costs and our customer satisfaction goes down. If this happens, we need to address it immediately. How do we best solve this? Well, that is what we're going to look at in the future videos. So I look forward to see you in video 3.
Hope you enjoyed the video. My coffee is now gone, so it's time to go and make another video. See you next week. Oh, if you want to follow the videos in a flow, they are collected under LinkedIn's hashtag digitalcoffeevideos. Have a great day.